Hey, it's Chris. Today I'm talking about how to reverse IBS in 5 simple steps. This process has had an impact on my health positively, as well as many people that I've worked with. It's first highlighted by Dr. Mark Hyman, medical doctor, who's now leading the charge at the Cleveland Clinic, advancing functional medicine studies and research. So he highlights this process. It's natural, and I want to explain it to you so that hopefully it will help you or somebody that you know. So IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, actually affects 60 million Americans. That's about 20% of the American population, and it includes symptoms like gas and bloating and constipation and diarrhea. Stomach aches and pains and cramps, are common after eating certain foods. And oftentimes these people are just put on medications like anti-inflammatories. Maybe it's antibiotics, maybe it's immunosuppressant drugs or prednisone. But they're put on these medications and told to eat more fiber and drink more water. And oftentimes that never gets to the root of the issue. So how do we get to the root of the issue? This 5-step process: test. So stool testing is so amazing. And yes, there are different stool tests. The one I recommend is GI Map. I've used it on myself a couple times as well as several clients, but it will help you determine the underlying bacterial imbalances. Is there bacterial overgrowth? Is there maybe a fungal overgrowth? Or possibly you're dealing with inflammation of the GI lining. This test will help you determine, which is definitely a big part of the root of the issue. Then you eliminate. After you test, you have to eliminate these inflammatory foods that really break down the gut lining. They cause what's called leaky gut. So gluten, dairy, soy, corn, eggs, peanuts, and even nightshade vegetables. Okay, that's your white potatoes, your tomatoes, your peppers, and eggplant. Yes, those vegetables can cause digestive distress and inflammation, which can contribute to these symptoms. Then you remove. So this is where antibiotics can come into play. The medical route typically will recommend antibiotics. Oftentimes antimicrobials or antifungals, natural ones through herbs and botanicals can dramatically help. But again, you must talk to your medical doctor first. And the goal here is to knock out the bad. So whatever's found in the testing, you can knock out the bad so that you can move on to the next step, which is to repopulate. So once you knock out the bad, you have to rebuild, repopulate with the good guys, what are known as normal flora or probiotics. S. boulardii is one of the best known, kind of the gold standard when it comes to the medical research on probiotics for IBS specifically. That is definitely one that you want to make sure you're using. But then other broad spectrum, high quality pharmaceutical grade probiotics can really help to boost up and bolster up the good guys to really support the immune system and continue to support the digestive system. And then support with not just proper food and diet, but also oftentimes some nutritional supplementation, like for instance, hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes. HCl is very important to help us break down our food in the stomach so that it moves on to the intestines and continues to get broken down and digested and absorbed. You've probably heard you are what you eat, but that is only partially true. You are, not only you are what you eat, but you are what you digest. So digestion is so important. Hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes can play a huge role in supporting that process. And then just supporting the environment in the gut lining in particular is what I'm talking about. Supporting that with zinc and L-glutamine, two of the most important nutrients to, again, support that gut lining to prevent leaky gut. Okay, so this 5-step process, again, has done wonders for myself and many clients that I've worked with. If you know somebody that could benefit from this information, please don't hesitate to share it with them, like it, please tag, and maybe even comment if you have any comments or suggestions. But please help me spread this message. I appreciate it. Have a great day.